Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle,
What's going on, guys? I'm Joe.
and it is Saturday morning, so you know what that means. We are back with another review for you. So today, this is actually our second time doing a review for this company. We are going to be talking about Bearded Oregon, and this is a special review. So their butter is somewhat new. I've seen a few reviews for it, so we're going to be talking about the butter, as you can see, but kind of the star of the show, we're going to be talking about their new CBD oil. And there it is.
So, if you have not done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way is fine. And of course, leave a comment just so we know how we're doing. And stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this intro. All right, so price and presentation. So starting off with the price of the 1 ounce spot of oil is going to run you at $20. And for the 4 ounce tub of butter, you're looking at $24.95. So when you look at a CBD blend, a lot of times you're going to see about $25 to $30. So $20 plus just a little bit extra for shipping, I think is a steal when it comes to this blend. And then, of course, a 4 ounce tub of butter that's going to last you a good while, only 25 bucks. I like these prices for sure. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think, especially for how good the product is, which we're going to get into here in a second, $20 for a bottle of a 1 ounce bottle of CBD oil. It's actually the cheapest I've seen. I don't know. There might be cheaper. I just haven't seen it. But as far as price goes, I think it's a home run. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and talk about the presentation a little bit. Nothing has drastically changed from our other review. I love the presentation Bearded Oregon has. It has that outdoorsy type of feel. I say it every time we come across it. I just appreciate these glass jars for the butter.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
really cool. It's got the black lid there, it's plastic screw off. Feels really great. And that is the logo, which is awesome. And then,
Mhm.
of course, for the CBD oils, very similar, except it has the green logo representing that CBD oil.
Yep.
So it's kind of typical good stuff from Bearded Oregon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the presentation itself is very classic, nothing extravagant, but I think it goes really, really well. They're themed. Absolutely love it for sure.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into the scents of these products. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and dive right into the scents. So for the oil and for the butter, we actually have different scents. So the scent for the butter is the Bend, which is a cedar and pale ale. Now, if I were to read this description, this is something I'd be like, this is not for me, not something I want. Joe used the word addicting before, and I'm stealing it from you. Sorry, buddy. I love this scent. This scent is perfectly outdoorsy for me. I'm not a huge cedar fan of like that strong wood scent. Again, this is just the perfect balance of woodsy, outdoorsy. And if you've used Bearded Oregon before, they're so good at those type of scents. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this just screams bearded Oregon for sure. I mean,
Right.
and with bearded Oregon, their scents, even their ingredients are, which we'll dive into, are all inspired by their home state. And I mean, you just get it. And the cedar is strong in this, but that blend of the pale ale just does such a good job of still calming it down enough to really just make me enjoy it throughout the day. This is
Mhm.
such a unique outdoorsy type scent. I mean, I just
Yeah, it smells so good.
smell it right
I
now.
absolutely
This is
love it.
that good. Oh, yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
mean
bro.
it's
Take a moment. Take a moment. You need
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean it's just like if you're like sitting at so you're drinking a pale ale and you're sitting at a newly built picnic table made of cedar that's just
like that. Maybe
Amazing.
there's like a lake there, just like that air, just
Right, because this brings, and I'm glad you brought that up because this does bring like a nice freshness to it.
it does.
Absolutely love this scent. Something very unique, and what we appreciate the most is that it's something that we haven't smelled before. So,
Right. Absolutely. All right. Let's go ahead and dive into the CBD beard oil.
mhm.
Love this stuff. All right. So this one is called Eugene, and this is a patchouli lemongrass scent. So I'm gonna go ahead and sound like a broken record here. When I read this scent description, I'm like, okay. Not a big patchouli fan, but I like lemon a lot, but okay. I love this scent. I really do. This has become a go-to every day when I'm not testing oil slash scent for me. It is the patchouli has that really outdoor scent, but it's not the overpowering patchouli that we all know of. Most people don't like it from what I hear, but some do. But that lemongrass calms it down so nice. From the lemongrass, I'm getting outdoorsy, and just that woof of citrus just really hits you and grabs you. And again, it's just a phenomenal scent that they play different roles in the scent perfectly.
Yeah. So when I smell this, I just picture myself on a Saturday morning, just got done cutting my grass. I got my Beats headphones on. I got my dad shoes on, my basketball shorts on, spiked up too high. And I just did one of the best cuts I've ever done on my lawn. And I take a nice big whiff and I just get that nice grass smell.
Nice.
But instead of using normal water for a sprinkler, I use like lemon juice because I'm just weird like that. And this is what this scent smells like. It is fresh. It has a good blend of that outdoorsy, grassy type smell and that citrus blast that just comes, adds a nice little kick and a good punch right in your nostrils. I absolutely love this scent. I know my description really made no sense. I don't care, but it just smelled absolutely delicious. I love this one. And that patchouli just adds such a nice freshness to
Yeah.
it. It's a nice, calm, floral type scent to make sure that that lemongrass doesn't punch you too hard. So
Right.
very,
Yeah.
very awesome scents both
Which
around.
is unusual because patchouli, I'm always like, I smell the patchouli, but I'll tell
Mhm.
you, it really adds something. If you don't
Mhm.
like patchouli, I'm telling you, give this a try.
Right.
So yeah, uh, just fireworks going off when we
Mhm.
talk about the scents. Let's go ahead and talk about the most important part: how it felt in our beard, how it felt in our skin. Let's talk about the feel and beard portion.
All right. So, how did these products feel in our beards? So, we're going to start off with the butter and then we're going to dive right into the CBD oil right after. Okay. So, starting off with the butter, the ingredients are going to consist of shea butter, almond oil, jojoba oil, uh, mirror pond pale ale, uh, candelia wax, and essential oils. All right. So this butter, and me and Kyle were having a discussion about this literally right before we hit the record button. We usually wait until around this time to really discuss with one another how these products felt. And yeah, I mean, we both are absolutely in love with how this butter feels in our beard. One of the things that I told Kyle that I was going to describe this as is a very, very good, creamy, utility type butter. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. But this is what it looks like here. And I'll just kind of run my finger on it. And as you can see, I mean, just no effort at all. Okay. Now, when you look at it at first, you're going to automatically assume that this is just a nice, creamy, poured butter. But what's really unique about it, and you have to just feel it to really know what I'm talking about here, is when you feel it, though, you get like a good sense of like airness to it as well. That kind of gives you that whipped, feel. And I think this is where that utility aspect really comes from. And this is actually a butter that I really, really enjoyed wearing in the day just as much as I love wearing at night. you've seen our videos before. And if you haven't, but we've said numerous times, we are two guys that really love putting butter in at night. But this was something that I really enjoyed putting in at the day, because it did give a good sense of hold for me. Usually right here, my problem areas, I would put a little bit there, and it did what I needed it to do. It gave me some nourishment, but it helped with those flyaways, which is something that I really, really appreciated. If you've seen our first review, you knew I wasn't a big fan of their balms. This was something that I felt like when they made this, they're like, all right, Joe didn't care for our bombs. We're going to give him something that he really likes. I really felt like they made this for me, and they nailed it with this butter. What did you think, man?
I absolutely love the butter. Yeah, it is. I know you were talking about kind of like utility. I think of this as like a super creamy, dense butter. It doesn't take a lot of effort to get out of the jar, like Joe showed, but it is dense. It melts down in your hand so nice. For me, this held the flyaways at bay, but the most important, it made my beard super soft. Absolutely would wear this during the day, like Joe said. Prefer butter at night, but this one is going to give you a little bit of hold plus that nourishment. With someone who has a thick beard like mine, I need something to help hold it down, not just like a wax, something to hold it down physically, but to make my beard soft to hold it down. And it really, it checked all those boxes. Absolutely love the butter. Recommended 100%.
All right.
Let's go ahead and move on to kind of the star of the show, right? The CBD oil. So that's what it looks like there, like we showed you before. So I want to show you this CBD oil. Let me read you the ingredients list first. We have grapeseed oil, hemp seed oil, jojoba oil, apricot oil, essential oils, and then local CBD isolate.
Yeah. And it contains 50 milligrams of CBD. So.
Yes, the 1 ounce is a 50 gram.
Yeah.
So this is just a gorgeous gold color.
Yeah. And while Kyle is showing that off, because I want you to hold that there, because I love that gold color. But if you don't know, if you're not familiar with CBD products, especially in the beard game, what isolate means is that it's further refined, and it's a further refined process, and that it's at its purest form of CBD. So you're gonna get just pure CBD in this product, which is everything that you really need for when it comes to your beard necessities, for sure. And as we've mentioned before, Beard Oregon is committed to using local ingredients, local inspired scents, and they once again nail it with that CBD. But I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Good info on the company. Absolutely love this. Hands down, my number one CBD oil. Feel and Beard is absolutely fabulous. It's almost like using a butter for me. It makes my beard that soft. My skin feels perfect. This is one, when I put it in the morning, when I'm going to take my shower 24 hours later, the next morning, my beard still feels pretty good. Like obviously it absorbed in, but I can tell I was wearing this oil. Those are big words, because I have a big, thick, curly, bushy beard, and this thing eats up some products. And I can't recommend it enough. I thought it was absolutely fabulous. So they only make this in the Eugene, as of now, when we're recording this, they only make this in the Eugene scent, which we love that scent, but there's other scents I want to try. There's other scents I like. So if there's any recommendation I have, give us some more options, because it was that good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you nailed it, and we're very much aligned on this. And I know when people watch our videos, they want the different takes and stuff. But, dude, I'm just right there with you. This oil is absolutely amazing, and yeah, man, I gotta say, this is my number one CBD oil as well. I've talked about many great CBD products out there. But I've also mentioned that usually it takes me about 2 weeks to really start noticing a difference. This is the first time that I've put a CBD oil in my beard, and pretty much instantly I've noticed a different beard reaction to some of the other types of oils that I have. And it is just outstanding. My beard is the softest it's ever been when I have this oil in my beard. My skin absolutely loves it. I feel that nice little tingle, probably from that lemongrass, but also though from those amazing ingredients and I feel it just working into my skin really, really well. And of course, we know when you're talking beard oil and the beard hair, you want to make sure that your beard is feeling protected and soft. And of course, I just mentioned it feels soft as all heck. But yes, my beard feels like it's getting protected as well through my daily routine. Dude, I love it, man.
I'm
I
right there
can't
with
say
you.
it enough. Dude, it might be my product of 2020, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Big statement. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And
I
you
do
didn't even
too.
know.
I absolutely
So,
love it.
yeah.
I think Bearded Oregon's underrated. I've loved them for a long time. I think their CBD is by far their best product. You made a good point. When you think of when I think of CBD, I should say, you kind of think like that aroma, that aroma therapy. It's good for your muscles. It's good for your
Mhm.
skin. That scent adds to that because it
Yeah.
tingles your nose a little bit. That lemongrass, patchouli. So that's a really good point. I didn't realize how true that was
Mhm.
until you said it. So we're absolutely raving about this. Or people are probably just to address the elephant in the room. People are like, oh, they must be affiliated with the company. We are not
No,
affiliated with the company. We
no.
have a discount code that is completely for you. We get absolutely no kickback. We're going to put it below. It is Kyle and Joe, and that discount code is going to get you good for 10% off.
It's beer talk, not
It's not
calendar.
Kyle and Joe.
No, it's beer talk.
Oh God, it was
All
so
right.
close.
It's all right.
It's Beard Talk for 10% off.
Yeah, we'll,
See,
we'll
that's
we'll put
why.
it down there just so you
That's
don't
why
get
we.
confused. And what
That's
I'm
why
gonna
we
put,
throw it in there.
and we're also gonna put like up there or up there too is our card for our very first review that we did,
Yeah.
because I know we're totally marking out for these products. If you watched our first video or you haven't, I wouldn't say I was harsh on them, but I gave a lot of constructive feedback before.
Mhm.
So I'm
For the
totally,
balm. For the
I'm
balm.
sorry.
You did for the balm.
I did for the balm and I think a couple of the scents as well.
Right.
So we're not complete marks for this company, but for these products, absolutely we are. These
Right.
are great. So
Yep. So guys, hey, if you're a CBD fan, if you've tried CBD or if you've never tried it, highly recommend to you give this a try. Always love to try a fresh new beard butter on the market. Absolutely love that, like we mentioned.
mhm.
But guys, that's all the time that we have for you today. But as always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.
Sorry. That felt good too. I fucked it up.
You look good as well.
Thank you. I was about to be like, if you're new here, I was going to steal your line. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, you hate when I talk, so.
True.